Thank you, Luis. Thank you. And which were your first musical interest in instruments, musical instruments, genres, and which are they now, in the past and now?
When I was a kid, I was very fascinated by the instrument. So I started to play harmonica when I was 3, and I was always, I would like to have instrument, any kind of instrument, but I love instrument. So my first interest in the music was the instrument. It was like a marvelous toys for me. And after my parents hear a lot of music at home, they listen a lot of music and popular music for dance, so I know very well all the musettes, bal musette, all this kind of song. I know them very, very well because I hear this all when I was young with my parents. And after this, I start to play classical music, and but very fast I start to play jazz. I was really interested by Sidney Bechet or this kind of musician, and immediately after, in 68, 69, I start to listen free jazz. I was enthusiastic because the free jazz said to me, you can't do this, And so I start very soon to play in a group, a different kind of group of jazz, of free jazz. And I think that today is same. I am always fascinated by instruments. I love instruments, every instrument. I like the same. I like to be with musicians. What I like in music is to be with musicians and to build together new music every time, and it's what I like.
But your musical voice has changed, as it normally happens, and the palette of your favorite instrument is also changing too. Which are your main interests now?
My main instrument since many years is bass clarinet anyway. I used to play saxophone, every kind of saxophone, and I play a lot of regular clarinet too. But on stage and for my music, my main instrument is bass clarinet, and I play bass clarinet now since 45 years or more, and I always find new things on this instrument, and I think that it will never stop, for me.
I'd like to ask you about your composition process. Which are your tools, your preferred ambient, your best occasions, or your sources of inspiration?
My sources of inspiration, it's the musician. When I want to make a new project, first I make a choice of musicians. After this, I can start to compose because I want to compose specially for this musician or this one, and because I know that they will bring something strong into my music, because even if you compose, at the end it's always collective, especially in jazz. So my main inspiration is a musician.
What is improvising to you? Diving into new fresh water, take a look into yourself, or search a dialogue?
No, it's just to breathe. It's completely natural for me. Since I am a small little boy, I always improvise with instrument. So for me, it's as natural that to breathe. It's completely natural, and I don't have to think about this. It's like I can improvise a day long, and it's
You are currently playing also the Asian Field Group with Dominique Pifarelli and Vincent Courtois. A peculiar balance. Can you tell us something about this project?
Yeah, because we played together since many years with Dominique since 40 years and with Vincent Courtois since almost 30 years now. So we know each other a lot. And 20 years ago we did some concert in trio. So some years ago I decided to make again this trio and to compose a special program for this trio. And it's a big part of our story together, you know, because we are together since so many years that it's completely natural to make this trio, you know. And we like anyway for violin, clarinet and cello is something magic, you know, magic.
When your musical passion is folk music and tunes, it is easy to combine it with the other musical focuses you have. Does it come natural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for every project, when I work with, for example, I work sometimes with classical musician, baroque music, or if I work with folk musician, or every time I like to work. You know, and it needs time to practice together, to work, to make a strong work together, to find something original, you know. So you have to, it's nice to do all this different kind of music, but you really have to take time to do every music good, you know. So it's not always so easy, and but if you really give time and a chance to every project, it will work. But I don't like to do too fast the music. I like to rehearse. I like to practice with musicians. So yeah.
And can you talk a little bit about your non-traditional project with dancer, actors, and visual artists? Is it difficult to relate with artists coming from other disciplines? I remember, for example, the project with Ernest Pignon, the street artist.
No, it's not difficult. For me, the problem is not if it's music, dance, or photo. The problem is the human being. You know, with Ernest Pignon, it's I am with him like with a musician. You know, for me it's like a musician, so I have no problem to work with him. And for dance, it's same. You know, perhaps there is some dancer that I cannot play with because we are not in the same on the same feeling. You know, but for me it's not a problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very kind. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.